Following is a presentation of the editing techniques used in the film Ronin. Ronin is an action thriller directed by John Frankenheimer and edited by Tony Gibbs. The reason for choosing this film is that the editing of the film does not involve the use of any transitions such as dissolve, fade in, or fade outs, and wipes. The entire film has been dealt with in straight cuts. There are 10 examples in the entire presentation. They can be classified under three categories: mood, action, and sound. In this sequence, there are six shots in the entire scene which portray the primary characteristics of the film as Sam enters the cafe.
C'est fermé, monsieur.
Juste un petit verre.
There are six shots which are of prime importance. Let us observe the reactions of the individuals inside the scene. In shot 1, we can see that Vincent looks at Sam with a sense of astonishment. The second shot is of Sam entering the restaurant asking for a drink. In the third shot, we can see Deidre is not surprised by Sam's presence and was expecting him to arrive at the restaurant. In the fourth shot, Deidre signals the bartender to provide him a drink. The fifth shot is of Larry, who is completely oblivious of Sam's presence and continues to enjoy his cigarette. In the sixth shot, we can see Deidre taking a gun out of her bag as a precautionary measure before Sam re enters the restaurant. On combining all the shots together, the scene appears to be as follows. On observing the reactions, we can see that the editor has been able to create a sense of curiosity regarding Sam.
C'est fermé, monsieur.
Juste un petit verre.
Les toilettes.
Also note that an appropriate background sequence has been introduced to depict the anxiety in the minds of the characters. This in turn creates a tension-filled atmosphere, compelling the audience to ponder over the mysterious nature of Sam. Hence, by picking out the exciting shots, the editor has been able to create a sense of mystery and suspicion, which are the primary characteristics of the film. In this sequence, the first question asked by Deidre has been depicted in a mid-shot.
Why are you rushing off? I said, why are you rushing off?
Comprends pas.
The next question is shown in a close shot, proving that there has been a rapid advancement in the plot.
The man from Bristol called you.
Once the question has been asked, the editor has cut into the reaction of Sam, Vincent, and Larry. This is because the question concerns all of them and portrays a sense of apprehension present in the mind of all the three men. The editor has given a pause between the two lines of dialogue in order to construct the emotional character of the scene, which is anxiety or unknown fear.
What man?
The man in the wheelchair.
In the following scene, we see Vincent approaching the cafe. The editor has only shown him walking towards the cafe, but has not shown the distance he needs to cover to enter the cafe. In order to condense the distance, the editor has cut on the motion of the two people who are crossing him while he enters the cafe. Cutting on the two subjects moving in the other direction has condensed the distance required for Vincent to enter the cafe. When we cut from a close to a wide shot or vice versa, it should include parts of the action in both the shots. We can verify this from the following example. When Sam is walking down the stairs, the editor has cut on the close-up when Sam has already entered the frame. This in turn has resulted in a smoother transition of cutting from a wide shot to a close-up. Similarly, when Spence exits the frame, the editor has shown Spence moving towards the left and has allowed Spence to remain in the same frame, then cutting to the wide shot showing Spence moving behind Sam. By doing this, the editor has been able to preserve the continuity and the shots appear to be a single continuous shot. If there is no distinct movement for the characters within the shots to exit or enter, then the cuts can be obtrusive in nature. During the shootout, Sam hears the sound of the siren which compels him to signal his friend to bring the car so that they can evade the crime scene. The sound of the siren is followed by the shot of the police car heading towards the bridge on the other side. The fifth shot comprises of the car climbing the bridge. The 11th shot consists of the police car crossing the bridge. In the 13th shot, we can see the police car in the background coming down from the bridge in order to chase the perpetrators. Let us view these shots again. If we delete the 5th shot of the car climbing the bridge and the 11th shot of the car crossing the bridge, the audience would be baffled as to how the police car, which was on the other side of the river, has appeared on the side of the perpetrators. The cross-cutting of the shots of the police car heading towards the perpetrators has not confused the audience and has provided a vivid description of the entire scene. The scene consists of Sam blowing up a car with a bazooka. The editor has used both close-ups and long shots to display the intensity and effect of the blast. There are 6 shots in the entire scene. The first shot is a close-up of Sam pressing the trigger of the bazooka. The second shot is a close-up of the rocket firing out of the bazooka. The third is a wide shot of the rocket hitting the boot of the car. The fourth shot is an aerial view of the car toppling in the air and showing its position in relation to the ground. The fifth is a static shot of the car being dragged along the ground by its own momentum. The sixth shot is from the cliff, depicting the car has been completely destroyed and Sam's car is still in pursuit of the package. If the editor had used only one shot to show the blast, its effect would have frittered away by the lack of variety in images. It is precisely through the intercut of these shots from various angles, which have been well paced, that the audience is able to experience the illusion of continuous movement. From the duration of each shot, we can see that there has been a variation in pace, which has heightened the thrill element in the sequence. In this sequence, as Gregor shoots the man's blood are splattered across the window. The next shot is of the skater, with the red costume skating in the ring. The editor could have made a straight cut showing the woman skating in the ring with the music playing in the background. But instead, the editor has made a match cut by using the color of the blood and matched it with the red costume of the skater in the next scene. This kind of match cut leads to a visual and logical end of one scene and beginning of the other, making it a seamless transition from one scene to another. The editor has made such a match cut to introduce Natasha, the skater, who is the mistress of Mickey, the head of the Russian mafia. These characters appear for the first time during the film. In this sequence, we can see Sam being shot by Seamus while he enters the room. As he tries to shoot him again, Vincent from behind pulls the trigger.
You stupid shite. You're a dead man.
The editor has used cutaways of Seamus lying dead on the floor along with the cutaways of the package. These cutaways have been used to show the culmination of the entire story. The death of Seamus and the package on the floor has led to the reactions of Sam and Vincent. A pause has been given on the reaction of Sam, who's trying to anticipate the next move of Vincent. The reaction used are purely for dramatic reasons, portraying a sense of suspicion in the mind of Sam, who's wounded and is trying to read the mind of Vincent. Once Vincent falls on the ground, Sam is relieved from the entire tension. The editor has shown Sam exiting the frame, which results in the conclusion of the entire scene. In this scene, we can see a special sound has been used to highlight the character of Gregor. The following is an image of how the shots would be arranged on the timeline of Final Cut Pro. The video layer is depicted by the blue color, and the audio layer with the waveforms in it is depicted by green color. In the timeline, we can see Gregor and Sam are placed side by side, having a conversation with one another.
So what brought you here?
As Gregor questions Sam, a sound motive has been used overlapping the reaction of Sam, highlighting the dubious nature of Gregor.
A fellow that doesn't work so well.
The man in the wheelchair. How did he get there?
Seems to me that was in your neck of the woods, back in the late unpleasantness.
As the coffee spills on the table, the sound motive has again been used, making the audience aware that something is going to happen in the next cut. As soon as the cup falls to the floor, Gregor immediately catches it, bringing the sound motive to a crescendo. This in turn compels the audience to ponder over the credibility of Gregor.
Good reflexes.
Oh, yeah. They die hard. So what brought you here?
Thus, the sound motive has helped to reveal the true nature of the character Gregor as we move through the story. On closing the door of the car, a sound of the siren is heard on the reaction of the ether. The next shot is of the car parked on the dockyard with the boat at the distance, blaring its siren as it moves across the sea. In the video layer, we can see the shot of the ether and the shot of the warehouse. From the timeline, we can see that the sound of the siren has been shifted 12 frames, overlapping the reaction of the ether. The sound of the siren is used in showing the shift from the warehouse to the dockyard, uniting both the scenes together. From this presentation, we can conclude that editing plays a vital role in setting the premise, which is the fundamental concept that depicts the events in a film. It also plays an integral part in providing appropriate pace to establish or emphasize the inherent rhythm of the actions in a scene. Lastly, sound plays a pivotal role in the construction of a film. It can be used for bridging scenes and highlighting ominous features of a character being portrayed in a film. Thus, editing creates the entity within a film.